It's official. Premier Doug Ford made the walk down the hall at Queen's Park to the Lieutenant Governor's office to ask for the dissolution of the legislature, prompting the beginning of Ontario's election, which will be held on June 2nd.
Can't wait to get out of the bubble, as I say, and get out there and meet the real people of this province.
Good evening. In 4 weeks, Ontarians will decide if they will let Doug Ford have another 4 years in office. In the last election, he was the untried outsider who benefited from a backlash against the Liberals. Now he has to win voters working from the inside. The election officially starts tomorrow when the writs are drawn up, but opposition leaders were out campaigning first thing this morning.
Doug Ford has dragged us backwards brutally.
Liberal leader Stephen Del Duca is trying to rebuild his party from the ashes after the last election reduced the Grits from a majority government to one that lost party status. The full platform hasn't been released yet, but today he promised to tackle environmental issues by killing PC plans to build Highway 413, expand the Greenbelt, and tackle carbon emissions.
An Ontario Liberal government will ensure that carbon pollution in this province is cut in half by 2030.
There was no modeling presented or costing on just how that could be achieved. Del Duca says it can be done with his Buck a Ride transit promise and cracking down on industrial pollution.
The best shot at defeating Doug Ford is by voting NDP.
This is Andrea Horvath's fourth election as NDP leader. The NDP goal is to turn at least 10 PC ridings orange, which could put Doug Ford in a minority position. But the Liberals seem to be rebounding in the polls, and they have to fight them as well. Vote splitting is a challenge for both parties. Today, she talked about fixing healthcare and the high cost of living.
It's about hope. Hope that we can actually fix the things that matter most.
In recent weeks, Doug Ford's focus has been on workers, investing in building electric vehicles, and new hospital funding announcements. His goal, of course, is to hold on to a majority. If Ford wins a minority, other parties have already said they will not support his government, which is the only way he could hold on to power. The PCs currently have 67 seats. They need 63 to keep that majority.
Ford's transportation plan is going to pave over our children's future.
We can't leave out Green Party leader Mike Schreiner. He holds the only Green seat in the legislature, which he's hoping to increase, but he's still had a clear and strong voice at Queen's Park for the last 4 years. Now, some of the key issues in this election will be rebuilding after COVID, healthcare, long-term care, and affordability. So far, there will be 2 debates, one next week in the north and a second one on May 16th. Polls have consistently shown the PCs in the lead, followed by the Liberals and then the NDP. But elections matter and can make a big difference on voting day.